Miracles are happening in our life every single day. You are, in fact, a walking, talking miracle. Hey, beautiful ones, Fran here, back with another video. Before we go any further, you guys know the drill. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. I am so thankful and grateful for you. If you're new here, then I just want to let you know that this channel is all about all things spiritual and raising the consciousness and changing mindsets one video at a time. So welcome. So today, guys, I want to talk to you about something that is really pretty phenomenal, but it's also really simple. And it's just about tapping in, right? Tapping in. And what I mean when I talk about tapping in is that, first of all, I just want to tell you, life is supposed to be dynamic. Life is supposed to be amazing. Life is supposed to be wonderful and full of magic. Complete and amazing magic and miracles. And I just got off of a call with some students that I teach out of the country, and we were talking about tapping into the magic of the mind, right? And you know, we talk a lot about creating, and we talk about spiritually creating and spiritually manifesting our lives, and we talk about the processes, but we haven't talked much about tapping in to the conscious mind to consciously create, right? So our dominant thought creates our life. Whatever your dominant thought is, whatever you think about the most, whatever you talk about the most, whatever you see the most becomes your thought. It becomes a vision in your mind's eye. And Spirit and the universe and God, all of your heavenly staff is up there creating what your dominant thought is. So when I say tap in, I'm talking about tapping into the good dominant thought. Now, there are layers to the mind, right? You know that. We have the conscious mind, we have the subconscious mind. We have the mind that thinks that the only way that we are ever going to succeed and get ahead is if somebody gives it to us, or if we win the lottery, or if there's some like miraculous thing that happens in our life. We don't focus on the fact that miracles are happening in our life every single day. You are, in fact, a walking, talking miracle. You are spirit in action, right? But a lot of us have been so programmed with the dominant thought being a negative one that when a positive thought comes up, we feel funny. We feel some kind of way. And these women that I had the pleasure of speaking with today live in a third world country, and they are all trying to elevate the mind. They believe that it's possible. They know that it's possible, and they are actually ready to change the thought pattern of what they've been taught. So my lesson today was about tapping in to your dominant thought. When you really think about the thing that you create in your life is made up of your dominant thought. So let me give you an example. If you think that you are not going to be successful, you're not going to be successful. If you think that prosperity is for everybody else, that everybody else is supposed to be prosperous and you're supposed to be struggling, you are going to struggle. The thought process, the way that you feel about money and abundance and love and health, the way that you feel that these things come into your life is the way you will experience them. So you're tapping into the dominant thought. A lot of times the dominant thought is one of, I gotta get my butt to work and get this paycheck so that I can pay these bills. That's the dominant thought. When the dominant thought should be, I have a humongous trust fund. My father is rich. I have all the money in abundance that I can stand. I am striving, not struggling. Everything about me is amazing, and I attract all the things that I desire. Now let me tell you why that should be your dominant thought. Because that is truly who you are. Your life is supposed to be just that. Life. You didn't come here to struggle and then descend. You ascended so that you could be prosperous. And once we get our mindsets around where our true prosperity lies, it changes the whole dynamic and the trajectory of our lives. God is the source of your supply. So, no matter what avenue the supply comes from, God is the source of that supply. Let me give you an example. You go into your kitchen and you turn on the light. The light comes on. The light bulb is not the source. The electricity is the source. And the electricity is someplace far on down the road, somewhere else, where you can't even see it. It's an invisible source. God is your invisible source of substance. He supplies everything you need, everything you are, everything. And remember, we talked about how the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between the truth and a lie. It may feel like you're lying, but it doesn't know the difference. The subconscious is also not selective or argumentative. So if you say things like, I'm always broke, they don't hear I'm always, they hear broke. If you say, I don't ever have enough money, they don't hear I don't ever have, they hear enough money. That's why when you read books like The Power of the Subconscious Mind, Dr. Joseph Murphy says, if you do not feel like you're telling the truth when you're affirming things in your life, they're probably not going to come forth. So therefore, you should use words like money, health. You have to be very mindful of what you're speaking, because what you speak becomes your dominant thought. And it takes a minute to correct those thoughts, because you want to consciously create your life. You don't want to create your life by default. You want to tap into what the dominant thought is. So here's the homework. What I want you guys to do this week is be very, very selective about your words. And every time that you say a word that is negative, I want you to just tap your hands 3 times. Nope, nope, nope. Clear, cancel, delete. Okay. Why do I want you to do that? Because you then become mindful that you're creating a dominant thought that you don't want to manifest in your life. So you have to be conscious of what you're speaking. You have to be selective with your words. That's how you change your dominant thought. And taking your eyes off of things like your job, your boo, your bank account. Those things don't supply what you need. God supplies what you need. And God is life. Right? So you should be living an amazing life. So for the next week, every time you say something that is not something that you want to pull into your existence, This is what I want you to do. And I want you to say clear, cancel, delete. Or you could say no, no, no. Change the thought. You change your thoughts, you change your life. I know that a lot of people say that, and I know that you guys get sick of hearing it, I'm sure. However, repetition is important. Repetition creates consistency. Consistency creates change. We want to tap in and change our dominant thought so that we can create our lives effectively. All right, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment if you haven't already. Tell somebody about this channel, share. Let's grow this channel. Great things are happening over here. I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.